Hey guys, Blaumagier here, and recently on the Wii U, Capcom released the Virtual Console version of Ghosts and Goblins. And I think the sale is already over, but you actually got one half off if you bought the other between Mega Man X and Ghosts and Goblins. That's nice. But, you know, if you miss that sale, you still get them for $1.50 and $1 respectively if you had them on the Wii Virtual Console. But anyways, there it is right there. My buddy Alan Edgehead started doing a one-off Let's Play of a Game Grump style, and I decided why not play it along with him. You know, being that I'm such a big fan of the Ghosts and Goblins series in general. But I'm not going to play the Wii U Virtual Console version because I don't like the NES version, which is what the Wii U Virtual Console version is. I prefer the arcade version. I think it's a little more hectic, but it looks a lot better. And sounds better too. So, there you go. The Wii U version does have save states, but honestly those are pretty much not going to do you any good in this game because there's checkpoints everywhere. They're just hard as balls to get to. And even though there are lives in the game, if you game over, you still start from a checkpoint. So I don't understand the point of the lives. Maybe it's different in the NES version, but in the arcade version, you start from the checkpoint whether you die or game over. And there's infinite continues, as was the case with most Capcom games back in the day. I say most because there's a few that didn't, but I mean, Capcom was generally known for giving you infinite continues. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started here, shall we? Go ahead and reset that, and I guess we'll add coins, add credits. I don't really know if the credits are your continues or not, but might as well stock up on them, right? I mean, since it's free. And oddly enough, the scenery changes every time you insert a coin. Oh well, whatever. Let's get started. Arthur and Princess Prin are enjoying a day by the cemetery for some reason when a red Aramer ace comes out of nowhere and kidnaps her. Takes her to the demon world. Now Arthur must journey out to rescue his beloved Princess Prin. Although I believe this version calls her Guinevere. Or rather, the English version calls her Guinevere. Up until a certain point in the releases. Eventually, the English versions call her Prin as well. I think Super Ghouls and Ghosts is where that gets corrected, but it might be the next one after that, which I think would be Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins. I'm not sure. But anyways, here you go. You got one weapon that you can use at a time. There are multiples that can drop. Over there you saw the fireballs drop. I don't want the fireballs though, because the torch is terrible. It is easily the worst weapon in the game. This guy here is called a Red Aramer. You may recognize him from games such as Gargoyle's Quest 2, which is actually a specific Red Aramer named Firebrand. This is just a generic Red Aramer. They're easily the trickiest non-boss enemy in the game to fight. I mean, others are annoying, but that's mainly because they throw them at you in numbers. I mean, you can fight a Red Aramer one-on-one, and he's going to be a pain. These ghosts with the shields, you can't attack them head-on, so I like to just dodge them underneath and keep going. And we've already hit a checkpoint around here, and oh god, the Burrito Monsters! I hate these things! I mean, I guess they're actually ghosts, but they look like burritos to me, so I call them Burrito Monsters. And usually I'll have like burritos from Taco Bell when I play this game, just so I can get my revenge on them, because they usually do cause a lot of death. And right there you just saw me get hit. In this game, when you get hit, you lose your armor, and you're down to your boxers. And when you get hit again, you die. Just like that. All is not lost, however, if you lose your armor. Because you can find armor among various other things you can get to drop from getting Arthur to certain points on the screen. That's hard to explain. Let's put it this way, like, you jump in a weird place that you wouldn't normally have any reason to jump for, and that spot is coded for you to have a drop. And I don't know how I didn't get hit by that spear. It totally went through me. You all saw it. I saw it. But I am not going to complain. Another thing to note is that if you see a monster with a basket, if you kill the monster, it'll drop the basket, which will contain an item. It can contain a weapon, or it can contain various points items. Points are kind of useless because lives are useless, but aside from that, the only function of points is to get extra lives. And here we are at the boss once again. I didn't have a chance to explain it before, but this boss is the unicorn. Doesn't really look like much of one, although he does only have one horn. And then we get a key for beating him. Nice catch. If you had lost your armor when you collect the key, you will gain armor again. And here we are on level 2. My goodness, level 2. Such a pain. Oh man. You do not know how frustrating this level can be. I would say aside from the last level, this is probably the worst one as far as frustrating difficulty goes. And the biggest reason for that comes after we hit the first checkpoint, which may take a few tries here. Oh god, freaking gremlins. They're not really too hard to avoid. Most things are not too hard to avoid as long as you keep moving. However, if you keep moving, you're going to get hit unless you know it's there. Alright, so let's try this again. Just gotta go fast. Not even playing Sonic and I'm still making those references. Jump off the falling platform and checkpoint. Now this second house here is going to be a pain because there's these little gremlins that come out of it and oh my god, they're so hard to avoid and oh god, he just hit me. What a jerk. Over here you got these goblin dudes that they're on this multi-floored structure, and if you're below them, they're going to vomit on you. And if you're in front of them, they're going to shoot a key blast at you. I know it's actually like a mace ball, but it's funnier to say vomit and key blast. Anyways, if you're really good at timing your weapon throws, you can actually stun lock them. But it really does require really precise button mashes. And a certain distance too. Because you can only have so many projectiles on the screen. I believe it depends on the weapon you're using, but in general it's 3. I think there's some weapons that only let you have 2 on the screen at once. And of course, every time you die, it's going to pan over the whole world so that you can get another glimpse at what you're not getting to. I hate these gremlins. They're so annoying. Alright. New plan. Jump over them. Oh, that was the wrong way. Well, guess I'm in my boxers again. Hey, you know you got a badass on your hands when he's going up against all these creatures from a demon world in his boxers. He doesn't even care. He's gonna save that girl. Of course, given the story, when you know what's at stake, it's understandable. Because there's quite a lot at stake. It's not just his girlfriend, but you know, his girlfriend is a princess, and the royal blood is required for the demons to invade the world. So yeah, it's in everybody's best interest for Arthur to rescue Princess Prin, or anybody really, but I guess Arthur's the only one man enough to do it. Alright, well, hey! What a jerk. He totally did not jump last time, but this time he decided to jump on me. What kind of horse crap is that? I reckon we'll give it another try. and then I'll call it an episode there. So the major pain here about scaling this tower, and there is a checkpoint like immediately after this tower, is that not only do you have these goblin dudes that will attack you from above and from the side and charge at you when you're on the same level as them, but you've also got these birds, and anybody that's played a Castlevania game knows that birds are the enemy of all. Castlevania, Ninja Gaiden, Ghosts and Goblins. Birds suck. But there's several floors of this tower, and it's actually not as bad going up despite being attacked from above as it is going down. Oh my goodness, going down is a pain. And I would not be surprised if we see it coming up here. There is actually a shortcut you can take if you go on the top floor up there and... Oh, stupid bird. But if you go on the top floor up there and you still have your armor, you can stand up against the wall and at the apex of your jump get hit by a bird and knocked backwards over the wall into the checkpoint. It's quite nice actually, but it does require having your armor when you get there. And oh god, what a jerk. He has such a small area to maneuver around in there. And anyways, that was game over. Since it's the arcade version, it wants me to input my initials for my score. Whatever, I guess I can do that. And that's gonna do it. Yep. That's gonna do it for this episode of Let's Play Ghosts and Goblins. I am Blaumagier, and I'll see you guys later.